Well, it's good to be back. It was good to play someone else. And we have a lot of respect for Point Park's program, what they've done the last 2 years and how much they've won. And they have three returning guys that are used to winning. So that permeates, throughout their locker room, their culture. And I thought they really played, well in the first half. I think they had 42 points at the half. Made some tough shots, but they played with a great spirit. I thought we responded in the second half, especially defensively. For the first, I think it was the first 13 minutes, maybe 13 and a half minutes, I think they only had 13 points in the second half. And so I thought, it was good to see us respond that way. Again, we had some guys that stepped up and played well. But it's a work in progress. We're excited about the journey. Really excited about the pieces. And it was good to have someone else in front of us so we can see even more some of the things we need to work on.
Cam came out, had 2 points in the first half, and in the second half, you were getting fed the ball and you were scoring. Was there some talk about that coming out of the locker room? Was that a focusing point, and how did it feel seeing those balls go through the hoop?
Yeah, JC, he looked at me in my eyes and said, you need to make your presence felt in the second half. So it was good to just come out there and get the jitters out, but second half I got it going.
What felt different to you about your role tonight with Pitt compared to last year's role with Florida State?
I feel like I have a lot more role in the offense, and also the defense. I can talk which coverages I want to do. It's not just switch everything. I'm around the rim a lot more. I can get a lot more rebounds, so it's way different.
Yes, you've been practicing with this team. What are your impressions now having an opportunity to go against somebody with this group?
I really like this group. I feel like we're connected. We can be really good on both ends of the floor. And we have a scrimmage coming up, and we're just looking to build off of it. So we look good, but we could be much better.
You only missed one shot on the night, one field goal on the night. Did you work on your shooting, or what did you focus on in the off season the most to bring to this year?
I say just shooting wise, just staying in the gym. I've been working on my off the dribble shooting, catch and shoot, just making sure my game is well rounded. So just working every day, honestly, is what I've been trying to do.
Yes. As a senior on this team, what type of leadership role are you ready to take on for the season?
I'm ready to take on every aspect of leadership, honestly, whether it be vocal, on the court, or off the court, making sure the guys are straight. So I'm excited for the journey, and I can't wait to see what this season holds.
It seemed like you guys were kind of being a little bit more deliberate there in the second half, taking what you wanted rather than kind of taking what they were giving to you. Was there a different focus kind of going into that second half?
We focused a lot more on defense. Coach said in the locker room, our defense is our best offense. So as soon as we started getting stops, that's when things started to click. It all started on defense for us.
Cameron, take us through your first time playing at Pitt. How excited are you for the next couple weeks in this place to be packed and loud and jumping?
I'm very excited. I got to feel a little bit for the Oakland Zoo. Obviously, it wasn't packed like it's going to be, but I'm excited for this year.
If you had 5 assists, the 5 assists is, with you and Jalen, you have experience together playing. Is there been have you guys been finding a balance as far as who distributes the ball or who controls the pace of play sometimes? Because you're a veteran and he has plenty of experience after last year too.
Yeah, I think our chemistry is great, and we can build off of it. We just kind of have a knack for each other. Sometimes he pushes it, sometimes I push it. We go hand in hand. So I just feel like the chemistry is definitely there.
Ish, what does it take for someone at your size to grab 9 rebounds and to be such a good rebounder as a guard?
Just having a knack for where the ball is going to hit off the rim, honestly. Like Cam, they clear out all the big guys, and I kind of just go in there and sneak a couple rebounds. So.
Jeff, when they were hitting shots beyond the perimeter, and I think I believe you guys held them without a making a shot beyond the perimeter in the second half. Was that part of the focal point? I think they even won in the second half, excuse me. Was that a focal point to say, hey, we have to defend that better, or was it just an overall defensive message?
Well, I just thought defensively in the second half we were better. I thought in the first half, especially to start, look, I think we were nervous. I think we had some jitters. It was the first time with this group in front of people. And one of the things I know from being a former player, when you're excited like that, sometimes you get tired pretty quickly. And I thought we looked a little bit tired early just because of the excitement about playing someone else, people being in the stands, there's a score, the refs, I mean, all of those things. And they got into they being Point Park, a pretty good rhythm offensively in the first half. And then because of that, they got confidence. So now all of a sudden they're banking shots. We play good defense. They're making tough contested shots because they were in a rhythm and they had a level of confidence. I thought in the second half, our defense picked up because our pressure on the basketball picked up. We weren't in rotations as much. We were a little bit more aggressive. And I thought that helped us get us out in transition and get us some easy baskets. And then, early in the second half, we were able to see the ball go through the basket. That certainly helps energize you a little bit. We didn't shoot the ball as well tonight as we have been, and as I think we will be, in particular from the three. Guillermo, Jorge missed shots that they've been making, and we think they'll make at a high clip from there when they get them. But again, I thought our defense for the second half, especially the first 12, 13 minutes, was outstanding.
When you play an exhibition like this, what do you expect to learn about your team?
Well, for us, it's to see how we are when the lights come on, when there are people in the stands. Everything today for some of these guys, with the exception for Ish, Jalen, Zach, and Guillermo, it was new. Just everything, the shoot around, the time of it, the pregame meal, everything leading up to the game was different. Cam hasn't done it here. Damian hasn't done it here. Papa didn't play last year. Jorge did it, but he was out, so he didn't play basketball for a while. And so really it's all of that to see how we're going to be playing against a different coverage ball screen. We knew they were heavy drop. One of the reasons we didn't have high assist numbers today is because of how they defend. With the big kid, they're drop. So they led the country in NAIA last year in defending the three. What they do is that they give up those mid-range shots and they do a good job of contesting them. Well, we have a couple of guys that we think are pretty good in the mid-range. So again, we were able to kind of, especially in the second half, we were able to make some shots and kind of take what they were giving us there. But you just want to see who you are when the lights come on, when someone else that it's not a familiar face that you've been playing against since July. How do you react to that? All the things that we've tried to work on in practice, are we doing those things? In the first half, we didn't close out right. Our transition defense wasn't what it needs to be. And so they were able to drive and make some plays. We didn't finish plays with offensive rebounds. In the last 2 minutes, they got 3 offensive rebounds. And so I thought we did a better job in the second half of correcting those things.
Jeff, you mentioned your defense in the second half. How much of that was key by Jalen? And we saw the 4 steals, maybe not at 4 steals a game, but can he be more of an impact defender this year?
Well, I thought him picking up and pressuring, I thought that helped. They were not as comfortable as they were in the first half. They were just into their patterns and, moving the ball from side to side. I thought we did a better job of not allowing those patterns to happen because of the pressure. And Jalen certainly was at the point of that.
Was what you saw from Cam in the second half, was that what you imagined you'd get out of him?
I think so. I was really glad to see the rebounding numbers. That's an area where we've really challenged him, from his time at Florida. Look, I thought he was a terrific player, for 2 years, and I think he's going to be a terrific player for us. So I was really good to see him, rebound the basketball, to have double-figure rebounds. We think he has the ability to score the basketball for us and to be a presence for us there in the paint.
Couple weeks out from the season opener now. Do you have any update on Amsel's injury status?
No, I'll have an update. What's today? Tuesday, Thursday. He'll get checked out again this Thursday. I do know the cast is smaller, so he's able to not do anything, but he can at least catch the basketball now. Hopefully, if the appointment goes well on Thursday, he'll be out the cast and maybe in a soft splint. And still, I don't know how much he'll be able to do with the basketball with his right hand, but he's working, and hopefully we have him back for the opener.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.